All right, guys. Hey, so thanks for joining us again today, guys. One thing we want to emphasize about our group is we want to keep things fun, right? Internet marketing is hard, right? And that's why we're doing what we're doing, is trying to put together some systems and things like that to take some of the hard things out of internet marketing. In particular, the Lead Pages Plus, which is, practically free if you want to use it, or just $10 a month if you want to add your traffic wave. People are beginning to understand and sort of get the picture. Finally getting messages from people saying, what are you guys doing? And, what we're trying to emphasize is that we want to do things as a group, okay? Because when we do things as a group, we can benefit each other, okay? So it makes internet marketing and earning from online a lot less stressful, right? And we want to have fun in this group. That's the one thing that we want to keep on emphasizing. And, as we're sharing this, hey, there's going to be people that say, what are they doing? I don't want to get involved. That's fine. That's fine, right? If you see the value in what we're doing and the tools that we're building, the systems that we're putting together, and how they all integrate with each other, and how you're all going to benefit from all of our efforts and what we're building and the things that we're going to keep on coming with for you, including training and the other things that are going to come, then great, come and join us. And if it's not your bag, it's not your cup of tea, that's just fine. We're not stressed about that, right? We're trying to make a welcoming, happy environment and try to give you a lot of really good quality. And that's why we've picked the programs that we're doing, because as Jim has said a few times before, we want to focus on a few things. One thing is we want to have a system that integrates everything together. And basically we have three: the Earlybirds, Bitcoin It Up, Lead Pages Plus. All of them advertise the systems that we're using. All the systems that we're using basically have traffic and a way to make money. All the traffic sources we use have a way to make money themselves. And even with Bitcoin It Up, if you haven't been in there yet, or if you have and you haven't been back to it, take a look. There's a new training section. There's a whole bunch of stuff being added there as well. And we're really happy about that. I'm going to touch on this real quick before we go to somebody else. But guys, our secret program that is about to launch tomorrow, people are finally getting the picture. Once they're in, they're going, oh my God, I get it. Okay, it's a huge traffic source. There's an incredible comp plan. I don't think it's really matched. I don't think I've ever seen anything about it like anything before. You can come in as low as $10 after the launch. Right now, it's $109 to come in because you're buying the premium membership, which is basically your first mover, an early bird, right, into the system. And again, when Jim and I were talking about this earlier, he was saying, look, I think this thing has the potential to grow way bigger than some of the other programs that I can mention, like MPA or MPCA or whatever else, because of the way the system works. Okay, the comp plan itself is really eye-opening. I mean, it's mind-boggling. I mean, it has automatic upgrades, right? It gives you quality traffic. The owners of the program are great. They do incredible webinars. That's a good representation from the top, which we can feel happy about representing as a group. And again, that's just one piece of what we're doing. But right now, we're sort of really excited about that piece because literally right now, people are coming in like crazy, okay? So if you want to know what that's about, you want to see what that's about, there's a form below this that you can get to. I'll go back to that at the end of the Hangout again, and we'll talk about that. But so thanks for joining us. And again, we want to keep this fun, and we're going to do the hard work to put things together to give you the most possible benefit and the biggest leg up we can give you for you to earn, money in our industry. Now, our main focus obviously is Bitcoin because there's no chargebacks, there's no processors, there's no ability for a PayPal, let's say, to shut it down, right? So that's where we're focusing on the Bitcoin, because it's quick, easy, nothing can happen. Someone can't say to you, hey, I need to take that money back from you. Well, that won't happen, right? Because someone did a chargeback, let's say, right? That's why we're focusing on the Bitcoin programs. So again, that's it for me. Thanks for joining us again today, guys. Really, really happy you're here. Willie, how you doing, man? Good to see you. You excited? I bet you're really excited. Go ahead.
All right, let me rock and roll. Yeah, I'm excited, especially now after we kind of went through that little training this morning on getting into the new system. And after I got some things loaded up, I had a few more dollars pop in. I'm very excited. So, but I'm going to walk through. What I'm going to do is kind of go back through. I've gone through this a few times, introduce what we're bringing to the table as far as the early birds, the tools that we have. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. You guys let me know if you can see what I got going here. And once you confirm that, I'll get rocking and rolling. Man, this thing looks good.
You're sharing, buddy.
Jim? Okay, Jim has done Jim, first of all, I got to give you kudos, Jim. Jim has done a phenomenal job of setting this up. And I like what you've done as far as getting it reorganized. It looks really clean, looks really good. Okay, this is our home. This is our hub, guys. This is the Early Birds team build. And within this section here, you actually get access to our tools and resources. And as Bart stated, we're focusing in right now on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is, and I'm going to go through all that. He's already covered it and covered it well. Bitcoin is basically the modern day gold rush. So everybody is trying to get into Bitcoin, and you're trying to find out different ways to get in, the process of gaining more Bitcoin. So within our Early Birds team build, we have 4 main businesses that we've shown here now that we're building. And I love the way this looks, Jim. It looks really good. Team build programs that we have listed here, it gives you access to that. Also gives you access to, and which I'm sure Jim's going to touch base on this, our new lead capture page marketing system. It's just not a lead capture page builder. Stress that, but it's our marketing system. This page has it all too. It's got a list of all the tools and resources that we use, majority of which will provide you that backbone income that Bart was referring to. There's a lot of programs that come and go, but we're trying to implement different programs within this system that are going to be here and have a history. For example, Traffic Wave. Traffic Wave is a great email marketing system, or autoresponder. The company's been around since end of 2007, early 2008. They're not going anywhere, and plus it's a tool that you can use, but it also provides commissions at the same time. We use to refer people to in order for them to promote using banner ads and whatnot. But I just want to introduce this page. Guys, please feel free to come to this page. Look around, walk through, check out all the different areas we have here. Join the Early Birds too on our Facebook page. I'm going to pop this link open here. This is actually here. This is actually our BTC programs. In this page here, again, you'll see something familiar. You'll see a consistency here of the same 4 programs. Within this page, or this section, it gives you a little mini education of Bitcoin and why we're pursuing Bitcoin, why we're actually bringing in, the training that we have for Bitcoin. Here's how to set up a Bitcoin wallet, for example. There's there's a video there. We have all kinds of different videos on training and setup. This is a real community, guys. If you look, we have real people, real faces. Here's Tammy. Tammy's here on the call. There's Jim. There's my little pie face. I don't see Bart. Bart's in here somewhere. Bottom. We got double shot of Bart here. So we have a lot of leaders here, guys, and we're having a lot of fun, like you said. Here's Traffic Wave. Again, Traffic Wave is one of those backbone systems that we have that provides a consistent income no matter what we interchange out within the Early Birds program. And again, here's the Bitcoin It Up program. This is a great system, like Bart has already pointed out. Get the chance, you can join for a $50 one-time payment, or you actually can come into this for free and upgrade. But there's a lot of training here that's added into it. I'm not going to open this up yet, but you guys, come in and look at this. There's a lot of training here on how to market using video, how to market using blogs, how to market all the way around as far as using this system. And the training itself too is a really good training. It has a lot of videos with step-by-step walking you through each process within whichever category. If you're using social media, if you're using video, if you're using blogging techniques, this training tab, I'm telling you, this system is very powerful. And gives you a way to make money, to make Bitcoin. And we have Hits Monkey, which is a really cool little system. Basically, you hand this out, you allow people to put their URL in there. They get 1,000 hits to whatever URL Earl, as Tammy says, that they put into their system. And they get access to it for free. At least is this powerful system. Great idea, originated again by Jim. We all put our little input into how we really wanted this set up. We brought a programmer in. The guy's a phenomenal programmer. He set his thing up, and again, I want to point this out. You're seeing a consistent flow of the same programs built within this system. This thing is a marketing system. You have access to your leads. There's all kinds of marketing tools. You actually can set up your own lead capture page here. They actually have templates, and I want to point this out before I hand this off to Jim. If you look here, it's integrated with Traffic Wave. Also, if you have Get Response, and I believe Aweber, but we have this integrated with Traffic Wave. And again, we're pointing this out, guys. We have systems and tools that you can actually use, but also pay you. All right, let me get back to my screen here. Come out of sharing. All right, Jim, I went through my little intro here. I'm really excited about what you've done here as far as setting it up and our input here, and we're excited about the new program. Now I'm going to hand it off to Jim and let him run with it, see what he touches base on.
Okay, cheers, Willie. Can you hear us, or?
Yes.
Before I go into me, I'm going to have a little rant. Because I've been waiting for this rant for 3 days. On the last Hangout, I was reading the messages. There's like a text message. I don't see them now, but after the Hangout, I can read them. And there was one person, I'm not going to say the guy's name because I don't want to show him up, but he was literally what I would call a hater. And the amount of time that guy took to hate, and the effort, he could have promoted something and made some money. It was like literally, I just want to, we're here to have fun. And if we're not enjoying ourselves, I don't want to do it. So I'm going to take that hat off because I look ridiculous. But we're not going to sit here and, be all serious and how you've got to do this and how you're a fool if you don't do that. If you're not enjoying it, don't watch it. But, give it a thumbs up. Or move on. That's like, I cannot see it any clearer than that. And I've had the headless chickens running. Jim, what do I join? How do I join it? What am I going to do? And I said, whoa, just calm down. Just take your time. It's not like a mad rush where you've got to join this second or you're going to lose $1 gazillion or, just relax, chill pill, as I say to Willie. So I'm going to share my screen and I'll just give you a little rundown if I'm doing it. Hang on. Share screen. Which one? I've got 2 screens. So am I sharing my screen?
Yes, you are.
Which one?
Yes.
What about? Hang on, I'm sharing the wrong screen. How do I change it? You see, this is what I mean about having fun. You can all have a laugh, eh? No, I'm going to make a fool of myself. Screen 1 or screen 2? Let's have a look. There we go. It was hidden. So am I sharing my screen again?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Right, just give you a quick rundown. The first thing you have to do, if you make your way to this page, and I think Bart will put the link below this Hangout when we post it. First thing you have to do, you can see, like Willie said, all the programs are consistent. You've got the 4 main team building programs there. You've got the 4 main programs, 3 there and 1 over here. And then the downline builder, again, wherever you go in the Earlybird system, you're going to come across these programs. And so you don't have to run around like a lunatic and, I'm on the right place. It doesn't matter where you end up, you're going to come to these programs. But tomorrow we've got a big launch. So I'll let Bart deal with that one. But I've already started, just if you go to the help menu over here, I've already started doing a help setup guide for Leads Page Plus. So if if you're not sure what to do, just relax, come over to this page, click the link about team builders, help and set up Lead Page Plus, and watch that video. And I will be adding more videos as I go about how to make landing pages and what have you. And so basically, that's where I would say start there and just chill. And I think that's that's me done for. I think I've finished me rant. But remember, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Cheers. I'm not sure if I'm stopping sharing now.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you stop sharing. Hey, Bart, before you take over, and we didn't do this. We should have gone with this and ran ladies first. We didn't introduce Tammy, the glue, the one that binds everyone together, the one that is the copyright master. Tammy, step out and say something.
I knew you would get around to me sooner or later. No problem. So I just want to tell you guys I'm happy to be here, and I'll be popping in and out occasionally. And we've been working really, really hard behind the scenes. You probably won't, you'll see it tomorrow. You'll see what we roll out tomorrow. So again, I'm glad to be here and look forward to what's coming. So there you go.
All right, Bart, we'll send it back to you, buddy. Wait a minute, Jim's gonna say something.
You're muted, buddy. You're muted.
Okay, am I good now? No. All right. Tammy's not doing herself justice there. I've just, give you a rundown what she does. She puts up with us three guys, screaming and shouting when I need an email and I need this and I need that, and everything you read on these websites or landing pages or whatever. She's proofread everything and literally crossed the I, dotted the I's and crossed the T's. So this is the person who sort of keeps us all together as a team. She controls the men because we get a bit crazy sometimes, and she's like the calming force of the whole group. So, don't give her a good thumbs up because she's a very, very important part of this team. You might not see her very much, but trust us, she's an important part of the team. Right, that's
I said, she's the glue.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, that's, this is key too, guys. It's like, I couldn't write an email to save my life, right? To make any sense. I mean, I'm sure I could write an email, but it wouldn't be effective. And our email series have been written by Tammy. When you come into the systems and you need to follow up emails in Traffic Wave, they're pre-written. We give you codes to load them up. There's a whole training how-to with videos in the Earlybirds so that you can go ahead and not have to worry about writing your own emails. We'll even, like I said, we're going to get into a lot more training. Like we've said in the last two Hangouts, we're really focusing on just getting you guys introduced to us and what we're doing and why we're doing what we're doing, because we want to make this a little bit easier for everybody, right? And making sure that we have good quality programs that we're involved with that gives you an income, gives you traffic. And again, it's all like a big circle, right? It's all a big circle. Traffic, a responder, a way to make money. Again, Traffic Wave is a huge deal, guys. If you haven't got if it hasn't clicked yet, okay, you should be joining us just for Traffic Wave, okay? Because again, Traffic Wave at some point is going to turn in an income stream where it actually do more than just pay the cost of the other autoresponder itself. You need an autoresponder, right? You got to have one. Once you build a list, you can monetize that list, right? Whether it be following up with the programs that we're doing when leads come in. I think I've got like 160 people now in the autoresponder, which I know the gym will probably flip out, but I actually have that many. But I'm promoting, of course, Bitcoin It Up, Lead Pages Plus, Traffic Wave itself, and then what's coming next, right? What's coming tomorrow? That's going to be my next set that's going to go in there. And I'm going to do a blast to everybody once we go live, right? With that program saying, hey guys, we're live. You can come in for as little as $10 now, and you get the benefit of what we're going to do, right? Because we're going to help anyone that comes into that other program. But I want to just say that, it's huge to have Tammy with us because, again, if you've done any of this before, to find someone who can write copy, to find someone who doesn't misspell. My wife was a paralegal for 15 years, and she goes, oh my God, I can't believe the site says this or that email says that. It's just completely wrong. And she flips out, and that's me. I can't write, spell, punctuate, put sentences together, paragraphs, nothing. I can't do that structure. I can do math. I understand comp plans, but I can't write, right? So Tammy is that person, right? So as you come in and you start to get, like Jim says, there's no rush. As you come in and find out what we're doing and, you come and get this and you finally see the autoresponder, read through them, see what's there. You'll understand what Tammy does for us, okay? Because you don't have to do it, right? You can just do and use the things that we've built for you. And I think that's the key thing, right? A lot of people, when they come into internet marketing and try to earn money, it's like they do everything wrong. And here's one great example, right? Suppose you have a traffic source and you want to promote something, right? Most people, 90% of the people, put a link for that back office for their opportunity instead of capturing someone's information and then driving them to that link, right? The first thing you want to do is capture their information, because again, that's building your list, okay? And then you need to have a follow-up series that, again, people need to have exposure, right? Like, you know, I still surf ads. I still have a lot of credits because I do a lot of crap every day, 2 or 3 hours every day. I literally spend clicking, because I use that traffic. I get results from that traffic, right? So I still do that stuff. Jim, he's way beyond that, right? I mean, he has, again, we're going to do some major stuff on Facebook. You're going to understand why you want to start to think about joining us, okay? And again, especially in the program tomorrow, because as we go out all over the place to promote this other program, you're gonna see all this put together. But you know, so again, most people make mistakes in this business, and it's a hard learning process. And then you might spend, you know, $500 to have a coach teach you that you need to go make a list, right? And then spend more money to get some kind of an autoresponder that you're gonna have to upgrade as your list builds, right? And then might even have restrictions on what you can do with that list. Like with Traffic Wave, we can create a whole email section, or if you wanna call it sequence, give it to you by giving you codes, right? That's what we're doing, right? So we're trying to make this a lot easier. We're trying to take, you know, let's face it, I believe that we can take a newbie that's never done this before at all, plug them into our systems and start them slow, and we believe that we can get that person success. That's the key. Now, if you have success, if you have a team, and you understand the value of what we're doing, and you get it, I think you'll understand maybe you might want to use some of our systems. We're not asking you to give us your team. We want you to brand yourself and be powerful and grow and earn and be a good steward, right, for your people, right? Because there's a lot of leaders out there that really aren't good stewards. What they really are is gurus. So what they do is they make money from their people, but truly don't help their people, right? And that's one of the biggest reasons why Jim wanted to do this. He wanted to make sure that we did something a little differently. We're trying to give as much possible quality content, tools, systems to help people, including training and education. And that's why we've plugged into the different things we have, like Bitcoin Up, okay? Bitcoin Up is really stepping up, guys. I mean, as far as the training and the quality that's there, it's getting better all the time, right? The Earlybirds, there's just a ton of information in there. How do you do this? I mean, if you just open up the videos for Traffic Wave alone, I think it's got like 18 videos, right? Because Traffic Wave, as you get even better at using your autoresponder, there's so much you can do with it. There's just, you know, you don't have to just send someone to one campaign. Let's say it's Bitcoin Up, and then they get 11 emails, and then that's it. You can chain all of your emails to go into the next, let's say it's Lead Pages Plus. Maybe it's to the Earlybirds. Maybe it's to, you know, Hits Monkey. Maybe it's back to tomorrow's big launch, which we're going to be able to actually say the word and the name tomorrow, right? So there's a lot of stuff that we can do with an autoresponder, okay? So that's it, guys. You know, again, we want to make this fun. We're going to be the ones stressing and bickering and all this other stuff to make sure that we get the stuff out for you, to make sure that all this is working. The good thing about this is that we're probably 90% there with everything that we need for all this to work, which means the email sequences, the training, and the different platforms. What we've chosen to use as something that we want to promote to make sure that you have traffic, a way to make money from the traffic, and everything is integrated like Willie so perfectly did. And I gotta hope this is not just the first hangout, maybe this is the second time you watch this, but every time you see that back office, right, it's the same programs, right? It's the same programs, guys. And if you're in that system using those systems, those are your links, right? So if it's a Lead Pages Plus, those are your links. If it's a Bitcoin Up, those are your links. If you're in Earlybirds, those are your links, right? But they're the same links, right? Because, you know, again, I think it's really like Jim's stamp of approval, right? We talk about a lot of stuff, and, you know, we're not looking to add anything to this right now. We want to get a really good base and foundation, and we want to go with what we have. And that's why we want to stay consistent. and we want to have fun, and we want to give you good quality. So that's a real big deal. Willie, if you want to say something, I'm going to come back and finish up with, you know, what they should do next if they want to get started. But go ahead, buddy.
You hear me? Okay, good. Now, number one, I just want to say I'm grateful. You covered everything so well, and I'm so grateful for the fact that we are where we're located, you know, at this point in time. You know, be a part of this machine, getting this machine not only put together, you know, coming in when I have, helping with that process, and watching Jim, you know, making nothing and making it into something. It's amazing. And this guy, I call him the puppet master. He goes in and he'll negotiate different things, and he works with these owners and leaders, and it's just amazing. Now, coming back to the tools that are in place, you're right. It is really neat that these tools are in place to where people can just walk through, and you're absolutely correct. That to me is my vision. That's at the heart of where I'm coming from, is to take a newbie, a person that's never done anything online at all, come into our system, get them plug in, take them step by step, and say, just do this, do that. And before you know it, they're making that extra $50 to $100 a month. You know, that blows people's mind when that happens, because they're not used to that happening. They're not used to having that win. But yeah, I'm grateful for the early birds. I'm happy to be here. I'm so excited for what we're going to do. I see a huge future for us, and there's so much that we're going to do. I'm really excited about tomorrow. Really excited about tomorrow. All right, Tammy, so you can say something, then we'll finish out with Jim. So give us a goodbye. I just want to hear Tammy say something.
You want to hear me say something? You know, I was thinking before the hangout that I spent the first year online just handing my money away, just giving it away. You know, I didn't have a clue. Everything that everyone told me, I believed. The second year, I spent scratching my head trying to figure out what happened. And now, you know, I feel like I'm in the right place at the right time, and I just really appreciate being here. Like you guys, I'm really excited and ready to go. So how's that?
Yep, that was perfect.
All right. Yeah, that's a great statement. Some of you know me from before, right? And you guys, some of you know my story. Talk about handing out money. I mean, I came from a 25-year ground-based or offline business that was extremely successful in. I mean, I had a custom home. I had a custom home in Mexico. I had vehicles in both places. I could travel wherever I wanted to, many, many cruises a year because of my other business. And the reason why is because I used to spend $1 million a year on advertising, right? So when I got into online, I thought, well, I'm the guy that knows how to scale up, right? Because I started my business with just a couple people. Actually, my wife was answering the phones, and I was the guy doing all the work. And we had advertising out. She'd answer the calls, book an appointment. I go to the work. Well, after 25 years, I had 3 offices, 150 employees, right? But what I did is I learned how to scale up advertising, right? So I thought, hey, this is going to be a piece of cake for me. I'm going to come online. I'm going to find the right program. And at the time, there was one program that was really, really hot, really expensive to get into. I mean, you could come in for 125 bucks, I think it was a month, you know, and you got a blog, right? Because the magic of a blog is going to make you $1 zillion. So I bought this blog, and then I said, well, shoot, I'm going to go all in because I want to make these higher commissions. So I think it cost me like $3,700 to go all in, right? Because if I didn't, I was a wussy. You guys know who I'm talking about now, right? So listen to this. You want to hear how bad this was? So I did this, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. I'm going to drive traffic. All I need to do is buy traffic, right? So I bought traffic, a lot of traffic, probably $2,000 of the traffic. I didn't make a single sale, right? Then I thought, man, I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I need to go to one of these events, right? I went to 3 events, right? So I went to one event, and I thought, oh, geez, all I need to do now is get with these guys that are the gurus, and they're going to tell me what to do. I'm going to make money, right? The gurus, right? Well, I got friendly with a couple of them. But, you know, the funny thing is they don't want to tell you what they're doing. You know why? Because if you start using their system, you're taking money out of their pockets. That's the way they think. They think that, hey, if I share this with you, I don't have that to myself, right? Or to, let's say, 5 of them, right? Because they had these mastermind groups, and you could spend a little extra money and go to a private dinner, and they're going to say, oh, we use this traffic source, blah, 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 blah. And I met some of these guys, some of the biggest traffic people on the planet, right? And I tell you what, you know how stupid I am? And this is my big aha, right? I actually dropped out of that, came back again, went all in a second time, because I thought this time I'm going to do better. And again, spent a bunch of money in traffic. And I think I made one sale, right? And I think that person paid for 3 months because that was nothing I could share with that person to help that person out. And went to 2 more events and saying, you know, and this is where I met, again, some of the biggest guys, and they're, you know, they're great guys. Let's face it. There's some of these guys are incredible trainers. You know, let's face it, you really are. But the point is, they're all selling you systems also, right? One in particular, yeah, you can spend $750 to get in this training system, and he's going to show you how he uses the system to get clicks, right? But then again, what is a click? If you're only driving a click to a page that's the back office, it doesn't work, right? So again, this is why what we're doing right now, guys, you see what we're promoting, okay? You see what's in our back office. We're not showing you a single thing that cost you $100, $200, $500, $1,000. No. What's the most expensive thing that you can do right now? It's $109, okay? Now that's just today. Starting tomorrow, that 109 goes down to 10, okay? So that's the most expensive thing we're doing. That's only because you might want to have premium position before we flood this system. And I want to show you what I'm talking about. Below the video is a link. All right. And if you want to get access to us, which means what we're going to be doing in there. And again, you know, they say that spillover is a terrible word. Well, spillover is not a terrible word if there really is spillover. Okay. So if you click that link that's underneath the video, you're going to come to this page, right? And we believe this is going to be one of the biggest programs that's been out there for a ton, I mean, a long, long time, okay? So starting tomorrow, I think at 3 p.m. Eastern time, you're gonna be able to come to the system for as little as $10, okay? It's gonna get you one spot in a matrix. For that, you're buying traffic, okay? For whatever else you wanna advertise, okay? Now, it's a 2x10 forced matrix, and this $10 spot, as 2 people fall below it, this will turn into a higher level spot. And you earn more money from every level that it goes up to. It starts at 10, it goes all the way to a $500 spot, okay? So again, you know, you read through this, there's a potential to earn up to $500,000, and it's, listen, who cares about $500,000? What happens if you were able to make $10,000 over the next year? For you, some of you, that's gonna be huge, right? Even more than that. And again, so if you want to come in before we go live tomorrow, click that link, fill out this form. We're going to get back to you. We're going to give you an access code and a link to join. It'll be one of the people that are in the team, and then one of the links, and you're going to get an access code and you can come in. Now, what happens then, okay, you will have to spend, if you want to join today to get placed before it goes public, it's $109. Okay, you can pay with Bitcoin, okay, and we recommend paying with Bitcoin. And if not, and you don't want to join before tomorrow, then you come in as little as $10 starting tomorrow. Now, we're going to benefit everybody, right? I myself, in this system, I'm going to buy 25 more spots, right? Because I earned enough credits in my own system to spill over 25 spots to the downline, right? To the downline. So I hope you guys sort of get the picture and the idea and the message. And again, I think the bigger thing is I hope you understand that whatever you think we're doing, okay, even if you guys are skeptical, please understand something. Not in 1 month, not in 2 months, not in 6 months are we ever going to say to you, hey, we've got a $15,000 program or a $10,000 program for you to join because we want to make money from you. That's just not going to be our prerogative whatsoever. Some of us do other stuff. Let's face it, guys. We're all independent here as this group. So some of us have offline projects. Jim sells stuff on ClickBank and JV Zoo because he's built a list, right? He can send out an email and make $100 in a day, right? I want to get there, right? And yes, we do other stuff as well, but this is our core. This is the center. This is where we know it's the easiest for people to follow, and we're going to give as much quality and value, right? As some people say, a value proposition, right? Because what is one thing to just buy traffic if you can't also make money from the traffic? It sounded like one of our measurements when we sit there and looked at the programs that we're going to put into this is like, okay, so getting traffic's one thing, but what happens if you can make money from the traffic you're also paying for, right? So, you know, and it's, again, not a rev share. And again, I know people make a lot of money off rev shares. Jim does well on rev shares. I do a little dabbling with them, and I'm really not that kind of a person. I like to do this kind of stuff. So again, that's my little thing, and we did really good, again, keeping it down to short, man. It's the other thing we really want to focus on, guys. We don't want to turn this into 1 hour hangouts and drag it along and repeat, okay? We might be repeating a little bit now with the last 3 days because, again, we're sort of trying to emphasize what we're doing. You'll see that we'll do another hangout on Thursday. It'll be the after launch hangout, and I know there's gonna be a lot more people watching because they're gonna get excited about what happened. And we'll do one on Saturday as well. And I think starting next week, we're gonna start to break down in more detail. We'll spend at least 15 minutes on the training in each one of these things that we're doing. Okay, guys? So, Jim, if you want to add anything onto that, that'd be great. Muted, buddy.
Can you hear us now? Am I good? Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
we can
just
hear you.
thinking,
We can hear
I'm going to get used to this hangout and all these buttons. Like, if you've ever done a hangout, there's buttons all over the place, and it's not my thing. But I was thinking when Bob was speaking there, it's a few people come to me, what's this about? What's it about? It's literally ground floor. It's the foundations you need to be a marketer. That's basically my vision was put something together, foundations to be a marketer, and make an income from the things what we're actually using to, to go off and I sell all sorts. Literally, this is not my main income, but I need these tools, to collect the emails, get the traffic, make a little bit of income on all the different things. But it's literally the foundation before you go off. Like you just said, you click, you could spend $10,000 on banner ads. If you're not sending them somewhere, collecting the information to retarget those people, you just threw $10,000 out the door. You make 5-6 sales, but then you'll never sell it to those people ever again. And our system is basically showing you how to build a marketing system and make money from the tools you're actually using. But anyway, I can't wait for next week because then I can start doing my school. I can get, I'll put my teacher's hat on if I can find it. This will be me next week.
I love it.
I'm excited about next week, so we start showing some results.
I'm telling you, I'm even this one tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm ready to burst. I'm telling you, I wish I could say the name. I've still got this hat on. How do I get rid of this hat? I told you I was rubbish with the buttons. Right, okay, that's enough from me. I'm done.
Yeah.
But, go for it, Bart. Close it out.
Yeah, and I mean, I wanted I hate to go back to when I was a wussy, but think about like how some of these other programs they drag you along, right? What they do is you come in at this low level, and then for you to learn how to set up an email sequence, you got to pay $100, and then how to do any kind of advertising, you got to pay the $500. You know what? We're doing it all right here, practically for nothing, guys. We're just asking you to come and join our traffic systems, which are very low cost. And if you understand how most of these things work, you're going to benefit by doing that anyway, because it also pays you. You get traffic. We're going to teach you how to collect the information. And we're just not going to sit there and hand you this ever stage up ladder of more cost to do what we're doing, right? This is the key. I believe we can take someone off the street, okay, that's never done anything online, and spend the time with us and go through the training, and they have to do that, right? And then they have to do what we show them, and they have to set up the autoresponder. We believe we can make people money, okay? Anybody. That's what we believe, because it's been proven to me. Let's face it, it's been proven to me. So, Willie, if you want to say goodbye and say, we're right at 40 minutes again. We did great. Awesome.
I think we're good. I think we covered everything. I'm just excited for the next hangout. I want to show some results. I want to show your results, Jim's, I want people to see that this is a real, what we have is something that they need. So I'm very excited about that. All right, guys, I think that's it. I think we covered everything, and I'm ready to get ready and get going.
Yeah, me too. All right, guys, listen, thanks a lot for joining us. Go have some fun. If you're interested in coming in and seeing what we're doing, definitely join the Facebook group. The link is underneath the video. If you want to get involved in the thing that we're doing that we can't name by name yet, go ahead and fill that out and get in that form. And listen, even coming in afterwards when it's $10, it'll be well worth it, okay? So watch that space. Get with us. Come and join us. and you know, come and get the great traffic and some earnings with us. And we're going to help you as much as we can to make sure that you have success. And you know, the one I will say this. I will say this. I have had a few people that I've watched over some time who are now with us, who are extremely happy because they're building a team, they're building a list, and they're actually making money for the first time. And you know, I tell you what, it's really, really great to see that from someone you know that struggled before, right? That's probably why Jim loves this the most. I know it gives me a charge when I got someone saying, oh my God, this is working. I'm making money from this. This is awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for doing that, right? So with that, guys, listen, have a great, great day. Look for us on Thursday around the same time, 1 p.m. And I think Thursday's going to be a really good hangout because, like Willie says, we're going to show you some stuff. And then we're also going to give you a link
to the
webinar.
A new email, as we're speaking, a new contact from that system.
It works, man. It works. Build that list.
I'll just shut it down for now. It works.
Yeah. So listen, also on Thursday, what we're going to do is we're going to do the hangout at 1 p.m. There's a reason why we're doing the hangouts at 1 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, guys. You know why it is? Because at 2 p.m. Those days, the program we can't mention by name has a webinar, right? Or a presentation, if you want to call it, right? So we're going to be able to do them before you go into there, and you'll really get more excited then, as you know that they're really good presenters. We're not. We're just sort of like trying to have some fun here and make this cool. And we don't try to stick by a script. Heck, we didn't even discuss what we were going to do today because we were all so busy doing some other stuff. But this is what we got. So with that, guys, really appreciate being here, and we'll see you on Thursday. Take care.